Welcome back to part number 16 of my Imperator Rome playthrough as the Bosporan Kingdom. We are in the midst of a little payback for Rome for a surprise war they declared some 50-60 years back. We are sieging down Rome and proceeding to this area. He is busy up here in Lepantia. Hopefully he's not managing his supplies and such well. Hopefully low on food and or taking attrition damage. One never can tell. These mountain passes are not particularly supply friendly. He has a bit of end around down here. I hired myself a merc. I suppose I could have drawn up a levy. I suppose I still can. This guy is locked there. I wonder what variety of governor is there. 7-man. I would wager we'll probably fare very well against that guy. And if not, we have this Merc as backup. So on we go. The rascal has defeated us somehow. I'm not exactly sure how he's done it. Heavy infantry. Roma pillaged. Boom. Where are these guys? I have seen a very, very slight count of armies so far. There must be a lot of Romans here. And imagine they're probably low on supply as well. I mean, really, there are no Romans. There's this one army here and this guy. There they are. They seem to be returning. They must have ended the war. They haven't, though. Well, I'm going to continue onward where we had been planned to going, and this guy will deal with this. There's the fleet. Theoretically, it's not really all that big or bad. It's has some triremes and another large, higher order ship. I think we could do away with it. Yeah. Why should I? Why should I? It's another slaughter. Getting 3 for 1. Some of these guys are returning. They don't want to tangle with the second Taxus there, but they are headed over in this direction. We just popped the Veneto siege here. Let's head down here. We caught a Legio Italia out here. Looks like a victory. Dropping this fort in Greece here. Let's see here. That's ugly as well. Stack wiped them. You know, we're just sort of doing stuff at this point. I'd imagine he'll probably peace out equitably. Let's find out. We want that for sure. What we want with this Greek area, not exactly sure, but what happened here? I see. We can assault that. The interest of Border Gore. And wait. We've done it. So let's reset that. We can grab that. Did we, no, what we did or didn't do, let's see. Let's see if we can assault that as well. I think that was our, yeah. Other than we don't control the capital. Well, it's just gonna have to wait, really. I'm not gonna march down there. We'll see what we can take. And that will be that. We'll march up here. That's our claim, though. We don't want to create another, so we'll leave him with Dendaria. Alright, so we left him with Dardania. That's our only claim there. We could and probably put a little bit more pain into him, but we are here and he is there, so we'll do this. Sparta. We'll take the money. We have quite a bit of AE. Our Glorious Wonder is probably not going to help matters much with that. But with all that AE, we probably can attack someone else just so long as we can maintain some semblance of stability. And we'll take essentially no more than what we already have. You'll note the aggressive expansion impact is 0. We'll get 0 AE. It's minus 142%. So I'm going to think on that and come up with a plan here. We've got to get all of these units back home and staged for the next invasion. Are we within diplomatic range as yet? Here we are. Boom. I'll take that. Did the post-war build out. There's a fair clip of it. There's not many cities in Illyria or our new territories that we took here. It's a fair number of pops though, and we happen to have a fair clip of capacity as well as, I believe, food in these areas, as well as routes that are unutilized. So we can place them here in these large cities which we protect with fortress. You can just sort of move these pops in there, and I think that they are by and large becoming quite Bosporan. It'll probably be less so by the time we move all those guys in. But this is the part. There's just quite a few theaters here to build, and they're numerous. These pops, I don't know. Usually Greece is not so well populous, but there are quite a few left. It must have been something other than a bloody affair, because there are a great many pops in that area. And if we put the theaters all in now, maybe in 20-25 years we'll have a significant ability to raise some legions from here. We have to get our road builder guy over here. He's been busy over in this area, not really doing much relative to being productive. There are a great many roads here already. So maybe we'll force march him over to Greece here and see what he can do. Alright, I have a plan. Our armies are still evacuating. They haven't really moved at all. I figure we can attack Egypt and trigger the Persian Empire. They are allied still, last time I checked. Trigger Kush as well. They're down in here. We can't really get at them. Maybe they'll be belligerent. Maybe they'll peace out. I really don't know. We should be able to take significant war score out of Egypt and the Persians. It may run a little longer than I'd like. It seems to be the only equitable option relative to securing the resurgent Argid Empire in a timely manner. We could stand down, as we have quite a bit of aggressive expansion, and it's not going to burn down very quickly if we're not at peace. We get 0.56 for being at peace. We're not going to stay that way for long, though. I was thinking, well, that's what we're going to do. We have a standing army. We pay quite a bit for it. We need to make them grab us some more taxes. We need that investment to realize a gain, which it already has, of course. Actually, I don't think that we really pay that much for the army. I think those were mercs. What do we pay now? Looks like we're making 154 as opposed to 43, so army maintenance of 72. It really doesn't really cost all that much, but we are going to carry on anyway. That's the plan. What I did is I took a look here what we took from Rome. Greece is all Hellenic and at this stability level, of course, urban and loyal. As the stability falls, of course, they'll become less so. There's one totally tribal province here. I think it was this one. I forcibly relocated them into these cities here. Some of them made it here. Actually, some of them even made it to the coast here. They spent a considerable amount of money on theaters and moving pops about, building aqueducts here, about half price. So we need more money, and the Western Delta is going to supply us with a boost if we can raise Alexandria. You note there's no one left here, and it is positive. This is positive at this stability. This is positive. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't think there's any reason why it should be. Those guys are going to have to move at some point down into Greek cities, but I don't really have the money right now, so I'll do it. For what it's worth, I'm going to take this one right now. I have some in the bank. I plan on building the Conquering Traditions Great Wonder. And there's another one, I think, for generals. There it is, Oath of Brotherhood. I'm going to take that as well. That leaves 2 in the bank. I want to keep 1 always for militant Epicureanism. And then who knows what, really. Let's see. These guys are grouping together here. We finally picked up a trade route augmentation. Where exactly is it? I think we can place it here immediately. Let's do it. There it is, and we'll do that deposit. I don't know how many trade routes we have. It looks like we have more now. Looks like there's another here. Let's see where it is exactly. Thebai. If we go here, we can extract it here. There it is there. Let's have it. And then we can put it in this holy site here. Like so. And our trade routes are more. I think we can take the map of the world as well here from Sipar. It cost us another aggressive expansion, but I think it's worth a while here. And we can put it here for more capacity, so that these guys can move there, and then their trade routes will be augmented by those, yikes, it didn't really do much relative to our capacity, that's for sure. Well, that was an idea. Maybe the month needs to tick over or something. Loaded the entire army, taxes at least. Here we're headed to the capital of Egypt. And it looks as though the revolt is in the house there. Well, we may try to take some of this area here as well. What is Barke and Cernasia? And there's a lot of territory here, and we're certainly not going to run out of annexable territory in the least. Probably levyize this area here. I'll be back when we can declare. We could try to stave off the stability, but we have too much aggressive expansion, and it's not really worth the investment. We need to upgrade our wonder and build another one, actually. That's going to cost 180 PI. Let's head down here. Looks as though he's building a fort here. We need to catch him before he finishes. Right here. There's a decent sized navy, but I don't think he has it. Let's declare the war immediately. We are going to march in. We've captured this fort territory as well as this with levies. We've landed here, sieging down the fort with the 4th Stratos. This army is headed here. We're gonna hit. I see. He's taken. He wants the capital himself, and we are headed over here with about half of the remaining army. We'll probably get a siege going here, and then drop some more in Bitlian. These civil wars are brutal for the participants. This guy just sieged the capital of the Eastern Delta, but we're going to go right here and occupy the whole lot, so this guy won't be able to take any more of our supposed or hypothetical prize. This looks good here. Let's see, he's got the first levy of Lower Egypt here, quite a few light infantry. I think we're attacking across the river, but we're still green here. these guys. This guy is going to secure the food, and this merc is going to siege that down. We have another... we don't, though. This unfortunate mercenary. He's just going to be overrun there, clearly, right? Yikes. It's a bloodbath for this guy. I think I'm going to assault this fort. And then we need to get a merc up over here to defend against this lot who are invading our newly conquered territory. We've done it. We'll have to thank this guy for a job well done. Let's see, we have a new capital there. We'll go and occupy it. Fairly competent merc stack there. Perhaps even more so. And we'll take this guy's closer. Let's get him up to speed. And we'll walk him down here. Alexandria siege, I believe it. Yeah, it's fallen. It's another ugly battle for the enemy here. That's a requirement for our Argead Empire reformation. Assaulted Memphis, got that over with. Let's see the status. I see not very good. Well, get this guy. Maybe we'll just mull about for a moment or two here. The Eastern Delta is secured. It's hard to believe this war is only like 8 months old, but apparently it is. I was thinking on separate piecing, but that it's so far out that it's just untenable, really. The question is, we're going to end up with more aggressive expansion. How about you? We have a claim there. We can sort of get this land for free if we do it when we have a really high aggressive expansion. The problem is we need to declare the war before our stability gets down below 20. So we need to close this one out quickly and then declare on Parthia and then maybe stand down. Do some city building, move some pops about, and make use of our supersized income here. There's a motley crew here, and we need to chase them down. Looks as though the war enthusiasm is low. Kush has made an enthusiasm comeback. But let's see what we can get, if anything, so far. It looks as though he's generally agreeable. Okay. Okay, I need to take this territory here, and then I can annex this and this from the Seleucids. I think that's probably going to be a better idea. We'll see. A 3 stability event. Why exactly I assaulted that fort, I'm not exactly sure. More war score, perhaps. I'm force marching up here. I need to get out of this area and over to Parthia before I go below 20 stability. I think I'll assault this fort as well, just because. We're gonna march up here and try to take the Alexander Empire war goal, including the Western Delta. Another assault. It won't work because we've already done it. Yep. Look at that, it did work. Boom. So we have an 83 war score, and probably are going to try to take the Alexander's prize. How can we do it? There it is, that's what we need. Here, looks like Memphis and the Western Delta. I think we can get some money together, but we will not be any closer to extending our range down here. We are adjacent to Parthia in a great many ways, so we can do that at our leisure. We have a 30 stability. So let's try to take this. and see if we can do it. Let's take that. That. Uh-oh. What if we leave Memphis for the time being and go like that? Because it's more challenging to get at this thing than Memphis. You just sort of sail right up there and not really worry about it. So, I wonder if we could connect our territories here and make it easier to navigate. It looks like a thing. It looks like a thing. And how much left? We have quite a bit left. Let's take this little provincial capital there as well. I get some border gore detail right here. Can take Sumer. And it looks like we still have about a 10 or thereabouts. Where's that? Parva. Looks like he's giving up Chaldea as well. So there's a lot of grain there. And we need it. So let's do it. Let's see, Alexandria. We got a negligible amount of aggressive expansion, and we will take the money. Okay, what do we have here? This build cost is nice, but we are increasingly well off. It will probably not be that way forever, as we're at some point probably going to lose our ability to summon Spartacus for a national tax boon, which now outshines our commercial income by no slight amount. But what could we have, really? I think we can get a bonus to provincial loyalty, which is really nice, a 0.05 uptick. Let's see how they're doing at 30 stability. That way we won't have to raise an excessive amount of holy sites or desecrate them. We just need sort of some. So these are generally loyal at 30, which I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. I've been meaning to sort of do that for a while now, and let's do that. 0.5 up. That should help with the low stability. Perhaps even more so than the build cost relative to the theaters and whatnot. I was going to build in a great many areas. So we'll aggregate it all under the 0.05 uptick and call it a wash. Only this is cheaper because it's free. We have a couple of innovations here. Army morale recovery, and we can get a levy size modifier as well as maximum number of armies. I'm thinking that's a really good idea relative to our present stance, which is conquer everything in sight. So let's take a look at what that's done to our... We should about be right with our levy again of Torica. We are. We lost 2.5 for that law we changed, but we just got 2% back, so we can build to it again if we want. These guys are all headed here. They're exiled presently. This army is headed back. We have an army headed back here. I didn't get too deep in there, so we're all relatively close. This unit here, unfortunately, we'll have to go and let's just get them up here the old-fashioned way and march up there. And then these mercs, I suppose I could stand them down, but why should I win when we're going to attack Parthia? The trouble is that Parthia is presently engaged with Bactria. Not everything can be annexed, but essentially with this aggressive expansion, whatever we do annex is for free. So why not do it? I would imagine this area of Parthia is essentially evacuated. There's probably no one there at all. This area here, probably much the same. These two merc stacks will decimate, I'm sure, any comers. All we have to do is beat Bactria to the prize. And I'm going to hire another merc. I just increased the size of my merc army by 1 so I can have 4. What I need to do is find some. Let's see, this guy is a good man. I'll not mess around. Let's let's head over here and do it. We're about a half an hour in this episode, so I'm gonna get these guys repositioned. We're gonna declare the Parthian War almost immediately, so that these guys can get moving and beat Bactria to the prize. The other armies will show up at some point, and I hope to see them.